So how do I solve this proportion? It looks a little more complex than the ones I'm used to. I'm glad you asked. It's your girl Tiffany with Tiffany's Tutoring and Consulting LLC, and I'm guiding you through these education streets. Now, this is the type of proportion you may see in Algebra 1. It's a little more complex than normally if you were in pre-algebra or 7th grade, depending on your state standards. You might see something like this. Where basically you would cross multiply, or you could either do equivalent fractions. Here it'll be a little tricky to do equivalent fractions, so I'm going to cross multiply. So cross multiply, some people call it butterfly, but basically what you're doing is you're multiplying across the equal sign. Okay, and again, excuse my butterfly. Okay, it's not the most perfect one, but you get the point. So I'm going to multiply 4m plus 6 times 4, and then 2m minus 5 times 3. Now, the first temptation will be to write it like this, right? Because you're thinking, oh, I'm multiplying, which you are definitely multiplying. But you have to be careful because I'm multiplying 4 by both terms. So I need to do my parentheses to make sure that I'm multiplying by both terms. All right, great. Now we're just going to follow the steps that you're probably used to following up to this point, but let's go through them. I'm going to distribute first. Make sure I distribute to both terms. That's another huge mistake that I see students make, is they don't distribute to both terms. And that's something that's going to, that property is going to follow you for a long time in math. Okay, boom. So I went ahead and distributed to both terms. Now the next thing I'm going to do, it's up to me, but I'm just going to move the constant over here, the 24. Inverse operations. I cannot combine like terms across the equal sign. So I'm just go ahead and combine my like terms. Okay, keep in mind these are both negatives. So with this in mind, I want to make sure that I do the right computations. I'm going to come down here, 16m. That's going to cancel. Then I'm going to do negative 15 minus 24. And that's going to give me 39. Well, let me bring down my 6m and I have my 39. Again, I want to solve for m, so I want to bring 6m over using subtraction property of equality. Again, those properties are very important for you to look at and use. And then my last step is I'm going to divide by 10. So m is equal to negative 39 over 10, or if I wanted to make it a decimal, it would be negative 3.9. That is how you would get your answer. All right, I hope this helped you break down these proportions. If you have any questions or if you want to see other videos, comment below. Peace.